Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Color with Donna in Coloritaville. In today's video, which is a review of the Spreey alcohol markers. This is their 50 marker set, and they have began putting brush tips on some of their markers. And I saw these pop up, and I thought, I really want to try them. Anytime, I really do love brush markers, and anytime that I am able to get a new brush marker and try it out, I get super excited. And I've never tried the Spreey brand of markers at all. So I thought, I could get these and review them, and I wouldn't be biased in any way because I've never used a Spreey product. So, so let's take a look at these and see what we think. There'll be links down in the description below where you can pick these up if you're interested, as well as all links Coloritaville related. So be sure to check that out. But these arrived in about 36 hours after ordering them, which I thought was a really great time frame for delivery. So that was nice. And they arrived in this nylon zip case. And it seems to be a fairly nice case. There's a few strings, as you can see, that are kind of coming off of it here and there. There's a little string loose here, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. It does seem well sewn. And it arrived with this cardboard wrap around it, which shows you that they are Spreey markers, gives you a little example of what colors you will find inside. And of course, you can leave this on if you want to, maybe for like easy identification of your markers, or you can slide that off. That's up to you. But of course, it being cardboard, it's going to wear out over time. Sorry about that, guys. I did not silence my phone before I started my video. That's done now. So, okay. I apologize for that. All right. So you unzip the case and let's see the markers on the inside. From what I can tell looking on Amazon, it looks like the markers still look the same as the original Spreey. I was trying to pull up the nib, the regular nibs, and look at those, and it does appear that the markers are the same. It's a very nice shape. It's almost like a triangular shape, but it is very comfortable in the hand. Even though it's triangled, the edges are rounded, so it feels really good. You have a number at the top of each of the caps. There are no names that I can see on the marker themselves, although Spreey does have each color named on their little color chart. There's no names on the markers. It's only the color numbers. You have a bold chisel tip, and then you have a brush tip, and it has the name of the Spreey marker. And there is a band, a gray band that goes around so you can see which end is the brush. So let's take the cap off, and this is what the brush looks like. It looks like a very nice brush to me, in my opinion. We'll give it a try and see what I think. I'm always curious, are the brushes fiber, tips, or are they the softer tipped brush? I definitely do prefer the softer to the harder fiber tips. I find that those harder fiber tips tend to fray very easy and separate. So I'm just grabbing my little pad here and a little piece of paper because I just want to test out this nib just a little to kind of see what I'm dealing with. It does seem like a softer tip. It's not a hard fiber tip. It does seem to have a fair amount, or should I say a good flow. And as you saw, I bent the nib over and it didn't fray at the tip. It's still got a very sharp point, which is something that I definitely look for in a brush nib on a marker. I find that that's very important. That is what I personally like best. So yes. All right. So inside of here, they do include this little card. Now the card is a slick feel to it. It shows you the colors here, and here is where you do see the names, such as the 120 that we were just looking at. It does have black listed, 81 being deep violet, and you have P81 written here, and that would be deep violet. So that's nice. It does include a card where you can do your swatching, and we will do that just to get an idea. But I did want you to know that this is a slick material, so you can't really, it's going to show us the color, but you're really not going to see what it's going to do on a coloring page. But my very next video will be it'll be a color and chat, and I'll be using these markers, and it will be for hashtag Mystical 2021. If you're following the channel, we're going to be doing the first page in Mystical Lands of Swatch. That's the first Swatch book, and it's Crystal Folk Caravan. We'll be doing that for Mystical 2021, as well as for first page February for Amazon Tammy. So that'll be a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for that video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. And we'll actually color with these markers so we can see how they do on an actual coloring page. So let me see if I can get this in here where you guys, it's going to be really hard for you guys to see the names. I understand, but at least you'll be able to see the colors. And color number 1 is wine red. That's going to be the first one, and I can try to come down just a little more, but I don't have autofocus on this camera, so it's still going to be kind of hard for it to focus in on these little bitty lines here. But let's put some color down here so we can see the different colors. Now, when I purchased these over on Amazon, there was a really good sale, and I got these for about $14. Right now, they're $17.99, I believe, if you're interested, and there are links right down in the description. The next is R3, which is rose red. We'll take a look at this one. And we'll go ahead and get these kind of swatched out because I do want to put these, I want to have a swatch when we get ready to do the little color and chat. So I'll just use this as a guide while we do that. Next we have cherry pink, and this is R5. And then 6 is vivid pink. On the marker, that's going to be listed as RP6. I do like these brush nibs, though. They do remind me of the Cali Art brush nib, and I do like that. 8 is rose pink. We'll see what kind of colors we have to work with for the color and chat. 13 is scarlet. So let's do scarlet. Seems like you have a lot of red type tones to pull from. 15 is geranium. If this was a bigger pack, there's no way I could do this. I'm just finding them and pulling them out to swatch. When you're doing, a 50 set or something like that, it makes it so much easier. to find things that you're looking for. YR21 is terracotta. I'm hoping you guys can at least see the colors. I think that's a little too blurry for you guys, though. Okay, number 23 is orange. Um, 25 is salmon pink. The markers do seem to have very good caps, like a really good seal. I'm impressed with that because I'm definitely having to use some pressure, and you can hear the pops. See, listen. Yep. So I like to hear that in a marker. 27 is powder pink. And I'm really not sure how these markers have escaped me for so long. But, you know, I've had so many markers that I really wasn't into trying to buy new ones at the time. But when I saw these pop up, I was like, you know, I really want to try them. I've seen that some of you use these markers on a fairly regular basis. And yeah, so I thought, you know, it's time to take that plunge myself. Okay, YR33 is melon yellow. And with him having the brush nib now, I was like, oh, I must. Just got to try it. 35 is lemon yellow. And at the price point, they're $19.99 right now, but there is a coupon, so you can get them for $17.99. I think that's a very fair price for these markers. I'll also leave links to a few other sets of Spreey markers. I could only find the brush in a 50, but I'll leave the links to the other type sets also in case you're interested in a larger set. But from what I see right now, it looks like you're going to, if you want the larger set, you're going to have to settle right now for the regular bullet nib until they expand this. Next is 42, which is bronze green. And then 44 is sunflower. It is a very pretty yellow. Okay. 45, Canaria yellow. 45. All right. It's a good pale yellow there. 47 is grass green. Okay, and then 48 is yellow green. 50 is forest green. All right, and remember this squeaky that you're hearing, it's simply because this is that shiny kind of paper. So I would not expect it to do that at all in a regular coloring book. 52 is deep green. And it's going to be a fun coloring chat because I'm not used to working with such a small palette, like a 50 color set. So tune in because I think that that might be interesting to watch. 55 is emerald green. Uh, 58 is mint green light. 61 is peacock green. 61. Here we go. All right. 63, Cerulean blue. 66 is baby blue. And then 67 is pastel blue. Very light blue. I like it. 68 is turquoise blue. Turquoise. It's another light one. I like the really light ones. They're great with like water and skies and things like that. 70 is cloud blue. Here we go. 70. Actually, no, it's royal blue, not cloud blue. I don't know where I got cloud blue from. I guess because I had said clouds and or sky and it made me think clouds. Okay, 72 is Napoleon blue. 75 is 75 is dark violet light. It's our light purple color. 76 is sky blue. 81 is deep violet. Okay. 84 is going to be pastel violet. '88 is Shreese. I wish this had, the one thing I will say is I wish it had a couple better purples because I'm a purple kind of girl and I don't see a really good just purple. You know, you do have this dark violet light and your deep violet, but that's what you run into in these like 50 sets is you're going to sacrifice somewhere and they tend to sacrifice you with the purples in almost every smaller set. I've had to buy big sets to get decent purples. BR91 is natural oak. '93 is burnt orange. '103 is potato brown. Or potato brown. Potato. And then we go into our grays. And I do wish there were less grays in such a small set. This seems like a lot of grays to have in such a small set. But you have warm gray 1. Warm gray 3. Warm gray 3. Warm gray 5. Warm gray 7. Then we have our blue greens, blue green 1 and blue green 3. Or not blue green, blue gray. I'm sorry, blue green. Blue gray 1 and blue gray 3. And then we have our cool grays. Cool gray 1. Cool gray 3. Cool gray 5. Cool gray 7. And then we have our black, which we've already used once. 120. And then it does come with a colorless blender, which you're not going to be able to see, but I'll be able to make sure it's got enough. Yeah, it's nice and wet. I just wanted to make sure it was not dry. All right, so that is the colors that you get in the 50 set of the Spreey brush markers. And of course, this is showing over here just kind of the sample. So as you can see, what you put down is always a bit different than what they say. So that's why it is nice to swatch things out. So you always kind of get a better idea of what you're getting. So that's the colors. And then here again is the markers. They're very pretty. I love the way they feel in my hands. They seem juicy. And yeah, so I believe I would recommend these markers. I look forward to using them myself. As I said, there'll be links down below to some Spreey markers if you guys want to give them a look. I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase the bullet nibs because I do like these. Maybe their 128 set and take a look at those. And if I do that, I will be sure to give you guys my thoughts and feelings on those markers as well. So yeah, so thanks so much for showing up for my review video today. Be sure to stay tuned for my color and chats, which will be coming up as the next video for Mystical 2021. And it'll also be hashtag first page February for Amazon Tammy, and we'll be coloring in the Mystical Lands of Swatch. That's the first Swatch book. It'll be the first page. That's not the cover or nameplate page, and that'll be Crystal Folk Caravan. All right, and a shout out to Melissa 61272. You did win my Jade Summer book in my giveaway, but I have not heard from you yet, and it's been almost 2 weeks, I think, since I announced the winners. Melissa, this is going to be your last chance to get in contact with me and let me know your mailing address to send this book to. If I don't hear from you in the next couple of days, I will be sending the books out, and that book will either be gifted out to one of the two winners, to other winners, or it'll just be put back in the pile that'll go out at a later date. So I'm going to need, Melissa, I'm going to need to hear from you probably by Valentine's Day or the 15th. Okay, so that's Melissa 61272. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I do very impromptu giveaways. They are always hidden somewhere within my video, and you'll have some keyword or something to do kind of thing. It just ensures that people who watch my videos are the ones that are benefiting from my giveaways. And I do have Valerie B and Lisa. I have y'all's addresses, and your books will be going out for sure. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, slam it nice and hard. Leave me a comment. Let me know you are here. Share the video out to your friends in case they may be interested in the Spreey markers or just hanging out in a coloring community with other like-minded people. I will see you guys in my next video. Until next time, guys, peace, love, and happy coloring. Bye, guys.